Right, guys, there really is only one way to get through these ads, I mean, and that's to skip them, for you at least. So I'll do that now.
She loves cats. So tonight, I'll borrow my neighbor's.
Oh, Jesus.
My babies.
Temptations cat treats.
Right, guys, like I said, there's only one way to get through this, and that's to keep going. When you've got a bit of a roll on, just like in the game of football, just like in the game of rugby, when you have the defence wounded, and the defence in my case being the remaining 15 videos, you've got to keep rolling. You've got to keep pushing. There really is only one way to do it, and that's to keep going. All right, so today we look at number 15 on the top 100 NFL players of 2023. It's Fred Warner. He's an enforcer. He's a linebacker for the 49ers. We've seen him give his opinions on other players many times. It's now Fred Warner's time to shine, and he comes in at number 15. First things first, let's look at his Wikipedia. Let's watch his video, and then let's place him in a rugby lineup. Frederick Warner, the diplomat, the engineer, the politician. Nope, we want the American footballer. And there he is, middle linebacker. Born November 19th, 1996. 26 years of age, he's still a baby. 6'3", 230 pounds. Nice. Played college football at BYU from 2014 to 2017. Got picked up in the third round of the 2018 draft with pick number 70. One thing that's been noticeable throughout this series is the amount of players who've managed to make it into this list who were picked up in like the third, fourth, or fifth round of the draft. Just goes to show. Those second, third, fourth, fifth round picks that some of these teams are trading for me, initially I thought, well, they're not going to mean much. It's just going to be a player for the practice squad. He'll get cut eventually. But no, that's simply not the case. You never know how a player is going to flourish in the professional environment. He's just got to get there. All right, so he got drafted by the 49ers. He's been there ever since. Two-time Pro Bowler and two-time first-team All-Pro selection in 2020 and 2022. He runs a 4.64 40-yard dash, 38.5 inches on the vertical, 9'11" on the broad jump, 21 reps on the bench, and a decent score of 32 on the Wonderlic. And at 6'3" or 4, 236 pounds, that is a combination of attributes that I would say means he'd have success in pretty much any sport he tried. But in this lifetime, he chose football. In the next, he might choose rugby. You never know. On July 21st, 2021, he signed a record-breaking 5-year extension with the 49ers worth $95 million, along with $40.5 million guaranteed. Played out that 2021 season, the first of his contract, balled out, got career highs in combined tackles and assisted tackles and tackles for loss and fumble recoveries. Comes into 2022, last season, played 17 games, 130 combined tackles, which is just 7 off of his career high. In fact, he's been pretty solid, very solid, very consistent his entire career, averaging around 125, 130 tackles per year. Anyway, 79 solo, 51 assisted, 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, 10 passes deflected, 1 interception for 20 yards, 1 forced fumble. So he's into absolutely everything. Being that he's a linebacker, but he also had 10 passes deflected, that is interesting, if nothing else. He's not afraid to put in a hit, obviously. Went deep with San Francisco last year, 3 games played, 23 combined tackles, 16 soloed, 7 assisted, 2 tackles for loss, 1 pass deflected, 1 interception for 16 yards. So, whether it was the regular season or the postseason, he was balling out. Let's get into his video, guys.
That was crazy. My life flashed before my eyes.
No, who was that? Bosa.
A heat-seeking missile. That's wild.
Not a bad pairing. Bosa and Warner.
Hey, it takes a lot to be you, man.
Know that, boy.
It takes a lot to be you.
Let's go now.
Hey,
Ain't nothing better than be Fred Warner right now.
Fred Warner is one of the best linebackers in the league.
Well, that's
one of the
concussion.
better players on that San Fran defense that's, been top in the league for a while now. And he's a force to be reckoned with.
He gets sacked! Fred Warner hit him!
Okay, so he's not afraid to blitz. He's not afraid to stuff some runs. He's not afraid to stay in the backfield and blow up passes either. So he's absolutely everywhere as a linebacker.
Definitely a guy that it seems like
And I think you got to be, don't you?
he's just going to stick his nose out there and do whatever he needs to do to get the job done. I mean, he runs around, plays sideline to sideline, always a guy that just act like he got his hair on fire.
Solid hit on Metcalf. too.
I'm telling you.
I watch Fred a lot, really just seeing how he gets to the ball.
How about the closing speed of Fred Warner?
Damn, bro!
The past few years,
Oh man, I can certainly imagine him doing that in a rugby field, being the last line of defence, closing him down like a missile and just making that last ditch tackle round the ankles. Nothing illegal about that whatsoever.
I really try to up my game, so watching him really helped me a lot.
No way.
Throws out left intercept.
Oh, I was gonna say he's not gonna get that one, is he? Not that quick, but no, he's in the vicinity, and that's all you need.
Ball got tipped up and taken by Fred Warner.
Pick City, baby.
Shoot, it was a clip we going around, man. He chased the ball carrier down and he dove and it was crazy.
Ronnie Rivers, the undrafted rookie back.
Once again, he wasn't the first to the tackler, but he's in the vicinity and he's ready to finish the job.
By Fred Warner.
And as he gets airborne, here comes Fred Warner flying over the top to hit him. Welcome to the
Oh shit!
It kind of like got me riled up. Like, dang, I love that.
He's a physical backer, but he can also run. So those are
Maximal effort
usually
every
the tougher
single play.
matchups. So you know what kind of day it's going to be.
throws up the seam. Broken up beautifully by Fred Warner.
And Warner carried him the whole field. The middle linebacker.
That is such a long way to go for Fred Warner. He gets a lot of
as a
credit for being
linebacker, right?
tackler.
So that's what I'm saying. Like 10 passes deflected as a linebacker.
Look, this is
I mean,
Fred
is that
Warner
normal?
here. He's on the line of scrimmage. He is such a force and a difference maker in the passing
Damn,
game.
bro.
That's a line.
He saved that. The only reason why they didn't score is because of Fred
Backer
Warner.
on a wide receiver, by the way. Hey, I need more.
Looking at the quarterback and making that split-second decision to turn and burn.
I need more. Taking the ball. More focus.
Freddie, fantastic. Every single day. 100% energy every single day.
Remember this. We hate these boys. Let's smoke these boys. Chop wood, carry water.
He is the reason that our defense.
I honestly didn't hear any of that. Do I go back? Do we put subtitles on? Let's give it a shot.
100% energy every single day.
Remember this. We hate these boys. Let's smoke these boys. Chop wood, carry water.
It doesn't look as if
Is the reason that.
doesn't look as if Google AI, ChatGPT, or whoever runs the YouTube closed caption service could hear that either.
Our defense is as good as they are.
I don't
We
feel
have
so bad.
Amazing defensive players. We have talent all over the roster. But the engine that's burning is Fred Warner. And that is what makes him such a special player.
All right, guys, speaking of special players, we've got a real special one next in Trent Williams. But the last thing we're going to do is put Fred Warner on a rugby team. If he was to take off the helmet and the pads, suit up on a rugby team, where would he play? I think at 6'3", 230, I feel like he's just that little bit too slight in the legs to play in the scrum. But I think if he was to play in the back line, which is where I want to put him, with his, not ability, just his willingness to go hard every single play and also chase, you know what I mean? These backs, they can get tired, they can get complacent, and when someone breaks through, you know, that they're relying on like the safety or the fullback or the wingers to get back there, right, to make the tackle. But I know Fred Warner would be in the vicinity, as we've said, of every single play. So it'd be useful all around the park, but I think with his body type, with his style of play, he would make an incredible outside centre, number 13. You know he's going to put in a tackle. You know he's going to turn and chase if need be. You know he's going to put absolute effort into every single play, and that's what you need out of a rugby player. You know, there are guys who have incredible running ability, but they let themselves down on defence. And there's guys who enjoy a hit, prefer that, but then don't really have too much to offer on offense. And I think Fred Warner would be the perfect mixture of the two. Only my thoughts. Thanks for watching, guys. In the next one, we look at Trent Williams. Put him in at running back.